Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. I'm gonna try to be quick with this episode because I don't know, I've been wasting time. Yeah, tonight I think I'm gonna just try to stay up for as long as I possibly can, record some videos for the weekend. I got actually like a few videos like put together and stuff from my other channels. Because what I'll do for my other channels, I'll like record the voice and then just add like an image or a video over it. But videos get copyright claimed, and I ain't never had a image get copyright claimed. So that's what I use. I use images because I'm like, and eventually at some point in time, them stuff is gonna start getting copyright claimed too. So ain't no winning with freaking YouTube, man. But I still be going at it. I got some shoes I was gonna be like wearing all weekend. And it's these LeBron shoes. I haven't bought me a pair of LeBron shoes in like 3 years. It was the LeBron 14s. It was these like red LeBron 14s. And yeah, I don't know. They're like buried underneath a bunch of shoes right now. And I'm like, it just shows how lazy I am. I mean, no, I'll wear those shoes again. Them LeBron shoes, they were comfortable. I liked them. But no, I really wanted to get these new ones. These new ones kind of had, like, I was just waiting for, like, the right color to come out. And they actually had, like, quite a few cool colors. They had, like, these, where they actually had these ones that's coming out next month called the Monstars. And those are, like, supposed to be based off of Space Jam. And then, I think, yeah, then they had, like, a Lakers colorway. Then they had, like, these ones that's supposedly supposed to be, like, my favorite Jordan shoes, the infrared LeBron 17. So I thought those was dope. But those, it seems like the better colorways are all sold out. Like mine's, I think I got like the basic colorway. I don't know, I haven't really seen nobody wearing these shoes yet. So these shoes though, they don't even really look like basketball shoes. They look like some like running shoes or something like that. Like they were considered as lifestyle shoes too on the Nike app. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What other type of shoe was they considered as? Because they considered it as a lifestyle shoe. I wonder if it's considered as a running shoe, too. Got to see that real quick. Where is it at? Where's Nike? Where's the Nike app? Because, okay, there we go. So, you mean to tell me in my size, I could have got this shoe for $134? Well, it ain't even available. It's freaking out of stock. Wait, no, let's see. 10 and a half. Wow. Oh, my man. I didn't even see because I went up half a size. I could have got this for a cheaper price. Dang, man. That's so messed up. That's seriously so messed up. Well, I had to go up half a size on these shoes. I'm like, man, that's so messed up. I don't even think freaking... And they even have the bread colorway. I swear, bro. In the 10 and a half. I wouldn't even have known that. That's so wrong, bro. Man, that's so wrong. Well, I freaking got them, so. I don't like the fact, because I'm looking at the bread colorway one, and they got, well, it's like mainly black and red, but they got like this. I don't know how I feel about those ones. I like the ones that I got now. I just wish I would have known that I could have gotten it for a cheaper price over at the Nike store. Man, that's so messed up. I didn't even know that. I should have checked. But I didn't know whether the shoe was gonna be. See, cause I was thinking that I was going to be able to fit a size 10, but I tried on this pair of size 10s. Size 10, and them shoes was tight. Like, they didn't even feel like a size 10. It felt like a 9.5, and I was like, oh my. Like, and it was like, and I know people are going to be all like, well, did you grab a 9 and no, I grabbed a 10. I went out, because I seen it on the shelf, and I looked inside, and it was a size 10. I asked dude, I was just like, hey, can I try this shoe on real quick? He was like, yeah, sure. Try the shoe on. Man, that shoe was tight. Like, I could not wear that shoe. So I was like, nope, not my thing, not my thing. But I wonder if they would consider. No, they probably wouldn't consider these as a running shoe. You probably could run in these shoes. Maybe. They don't show. What about like a, man, see, they need to have it where this thing's set up better. where you can like see all the different types. So they got a lifestyle running shoe. So you probably can't run. I feel like you can run in these. If you wanted to really run in them, you can run in them. They look like running shoes. So that's why I'm like, it's LeBron be running up and down the court with his shoes. So it's, yeah, it's like they're considered as running shoes. These are just an all around just dope shoe and stuff. Like, I like them. I like them a lot. Just kind of mad that I seen that the freaking had a cheaper, the same ones, but just for a cheaper price. And I didn't waste it. $30-$40. I could have saved that. I could freaking, I don't know, did something with it, but it is what it is. I ain't tripping about it. You know, it's didn't happen to me before when I went out. It happens all the time. Like, every time I go out, get me a pair of shoes, and then those end up being the ones that's like not doing so good, and then they end up going down like $100 and stuff, and so I done spent like all this extra money on it and things. I'm like, man, it's so messed up. That's why I'm like, I don't really like buying shoes like a lot, because I'm like, it's always going to be like that, where it's like I end up buying them and then watching over at Foot Locker, they're going to do the same exact thing. Shoes going to be like $100, $90 or something. I ain't spend, I spent $198 on these shoes, so it's messed up, man. It's really messed up, but it is what it is. I think this wind outside stopped. It sounded like it stopped. I heard like a car outside and thought that was a wind. I'm like, that wind don't sound right. That sounds like a UFO, but no, it's just occasional Honda Civics just like gassing it up down I-5 and stuff. I live like pretty much right next to a bridge. So you'll just hear like occasional cars just gassing it down the street or down the I-5 and stuff. And it's like, bro, like, why? Like, we're not a bridge, but freaking highway. I don't know what would you consider I-5? Like, you don't call it a bridge. I mean, technically it is, but technically it's not. I don't freaking know, man. I just live next to one of those bigger roads, and I don't know the name of those bigger roads, but a lot of cars be driving on those bigger roads, and they call it I-5. So. But, yeah, it was freaking windy, rainy. I mean, dang. Like, and then I think I might have to get me a new backpack, because I think that backpack, it's done now. Because I was like, I freaking was, going to get some stuff, and it was, like, all wet and things. And they talking about that backpack's waterproof. I mean, it was waterproof for a while, but after a while, it, did some. Monday's supposed to be good, so that, I think that's dope. That's dope. They say that for Auburn. Okay, so for Seattle too. Freaking New Orleans. It is not that hot out there. Huh, even in, Dallas, this is still, like, it's supposed to be 70 degrees in Dallas. I got, like, all the places that I've been to on my phone, so occasional times I just like to check the weather. Nah, let me go all the way back to freaking, where I live at, because Auburn... Because I can see right now, I end up going and checking the weather. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna be nice. Ain't no rain and stuff. Go and don't dress up properly, and the next thing you know, just get rained on. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look for a waterproof backpack. Probably some more waterproof hoodies. Definitely bring this jacket out. Wear that. I don't really know if it goes with the shoes or not, though. Like, that's what I'm like. I like getting stuff that goes with the shoes. I don't think this jean jacket I got is waterproof. I don't even know if I have the tag sitting anywhere to where I can determine whether it was waterproof or not. But, dang, man, I should have got me some more waterproof clothes. Like, the jacket I got, that jacket is not waterproof at all. Like, that jacket is just, it's a jacket. Like, it doesn't keep you warm. It doesn't. I don't understand, like, the reason for some clothes coming out. And it's like, what? Why? Like, I would hope, like, in any clothing store, especially in a rainy climate, like, area, you will always have, like, some water. Like, all clothes should be waterproof. All shoes should be waterproof. All right? Or if not, like, spray it down with some waterproof stuff. Like, that's the things I just don't understand. I'm like, sometimes you just be wondering, like, why did they come out with clothes if the clothes ain't gonna be helpful? Like, in California, okay, like, have, like, maybe a little section where the stuff is waterproof, because sometimes it might rain out there and things. But, yeah, California, like, Texas or other places where it's really hot, then that's when you have like the warmer clothes or the clothes that's not waterproof. Because they cover, well, then again, I remember when I was in New Orleans, and that was definitely one of the most like hardest rain that I've ever had to deal with. We were out there for my granddad's funeral. Sad reason to be out there and things. But anyways, we were out there and we were gonna be there for a few days and stuff. So anyways, we had went to, I think it was, what was that place name? It was like something barrel and stuff. But anyways, we went to this restaurant and it was raining hard. Like that's one thing that I don't like. I don't like that about when it's hot outside, and I don't like that when it's raining. But when it's raining outside and then you're just all wet, and then I gotta like catch the bus because I work in Seattle, and then where I live, it's like all the way out of town and stuff. So I'm on this bus for like an hour and a half. And I can hear the rain like hitting against my window, but on the bus for an hour and a half, soaked. And then that stuff dries up, and then it's like all like, it just doesn't feel right. And then when it's like sunny outside, then you over there sweating, and then people sit next to you sweating and things. I'm like, man. And then there's times where there be buses where it doesn't have no AC whatsoever, so you just up on there hot, burning. I'm like, man, this is annoying. I don't even understand. Why would they even have this bus in circulation if it ain't got no AC? Like that makes no sense to me. I'm like, all buses need to have AC. That's why I'm like, sometimes I be liking to catch this other bus because that bus, it has AC, comfortable seats. You be sitting up there chilling. I like the bigger, because they got like these bigger buses. Man, that bus, it feels like I'm on an airplane. I'm like, that bus is just, there's this one bus though. This bus, like the tire would stop. Like you'll like, cause I've seen this bus like all around town and stuff. That might be like a tourist bus. That might be a bus that everybody just knows about and things. But there's this bus that's like, it'll sometimes like will be in like my bus route, and then there's times where I've seen it. I just know that bus because that's the only bus that does that. But the tire, you'll like, the bus will be driving and the tire would just stop. What kind of bus is that? I don't even understand that. How is that? And it's scary because I'm like, what if all the tires decide, well, we want to be like this tire, and we all just gonna stop? Like, and then there's the bus I was on today, like, it was making some old random noise. I'm like, man, these buses, they need new buses, man. That's what they need. They need new buses. They need new buses with comfortable seats. Because, like, why would you have a bus seat and the headrest is metal? It's just a metal bar. Like, I be having to put my hoodie up to rest my head on that bar, and I'm like, why? Like, and then see, that's the thing though with them other buses with the more comfortable seats, and it feels like you on an airplane and stuff. But that bus be crowded. And that's why I like catching the other bus, because it's not as crowded. Like, I can still get me a seat. There's been times where I've had to been standing up. I hate sitting in them sideways seats. Like, when I was younger, I ain't really mind. But as I got older, them seats, I do not like them sideways seats. Because them bus driver, there was the other day, the bus driver, he gonna slam on his brakes. And of course, like, I feel like that when you're sitting forward, and then there's times where they have it, if you're sitting backwards, I feel like you won't even need to worry. You're like, you might get some whiplash and stuff. But if you're sitting forward, yeah, there was a time where the bus driver, I think a car had cut them off or something, slammed on their brakes. I'm asleep, so I don't even like know what's happening. All of a sudden, my head goes forward. I headbutt the bar. Like, it wasn't no freaking, yeah. I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are gonna mess around and get some head injuries. Like, I had a knot on my forehead for I think maybe a couple of weeks and stuff, fooling around with that bus and things. Like, I was like, man, y'all need some like more comfortable seats. Like, why would y'all put bars up? Like, now I'm like, yeah, now it's like when I feel the bus driver, because there's one time I was like, that was definitely some ninja stuff I did there. But once again, asleep, bus driver slams on their brakes. I wake up, grab the bar. Like, I was just like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not headbutting. Everybody else, they all going forward and things. Me, it was like, it looked like I was planning it. Like I was waiting for that bus driver to slam on their brakes. Like that's how my reaction was. Because I'm like, I am not headbutting this bar again. Next thing you know, I ain't gave myself some head injury and stuff. And I'm out here having hallucinations, fooling around with these bus drivers and stuff. And bus drivers, they be slamming hard on them brakes too. That's why I'm like, dang. They need one of them like no movement type buses. Like if that's even a thing, it's most likely not, but they need a no movement bus where it's like you just don't move at all when you're on this bus. Like bus driver can slam on their brakes, be gassing it down the street, do whatever, but you just don't move at all. You can sit there, play cards, do your that's one thing where I be seeing women doing on the bus, putting on their makeup. How is that even a thing? I'm like, man, I don't like drinking stuff when I'm in cars or any moving vehicle. I don't like eating. I don't like doing anything. Like I'll change like my music. That's about it. But even then, like my hand and stuff be shaking. How does a woman, to any of my women viewers out there, please hit me up and explain to me, how can you guys put makeup on the bus? I seen quite a few women do that, and I'm like, you must have like some godly hands if you cannot like move your hand, like, or your hands aren't shaking and going crazy, like you're able to you got some godly steady hands. Like no, like those are the type of hands that you need in life. Because knowing my luck, I definitely been trying to put, like, if I was a woman and I was trying to put on some lipstick, I can see right now bus drivers slam on their brakes, whole lipstick just goes all across my cheek and things. I would have, like, I'd probably already, I feel like there already has been times when there's probably been women on the bus driver then slamming on their brakes and they messed up on their makeup and things. Like, I don't understand it. I don't. But y'all women are out here winning and stuff. Y'all doing your thing. But I don't know. I couldn't do it if I was a woman. I could say I'm like, but definitely have been cussing out a bus driver and things. Like, bro, you need to chill with slamming on the brakes and stuff. Like, you gotta talk to them like that guy from Next Friday. He was just like, watch. There's a scene in Next Friday where he was it was Pink, Mr. I think his name was Pinky and stuff. And there's like the first scene they showed him, his limo driver came flying around this corner, and he was just like, look, you gotta slow down when you hitting them corners, all right? And it's like sometimes you just gotta tell a person that. Like sometimes you just got to I feel like it's either that or they have to see it in your face that you're not comfortable in this vehicle and stuff. And I know them bus drivers like they had to look at some of them guys and they be all like, yo, they don't look comfortable. Like they don't look comfortable at all. There's times I'll be on the bus, I'm like, I'm not comfortable. I'm like, you need to get a no movement bus, cause I need to just be able to sleep on this bus without having to worry about you slamming on their brakes and then I ain't hit my head or anything. Cause no, it was the other day. Bus driver did that. Leg went all crazy and things. Like I felt like half of my body just fell off. Like it just fell off. Like the left side was cool, but the right side was gone and things. I'm like, man, you bus drivers. Like, how do you even... And that's when it's like when I'm sleeping sideways and things. I think that's what I am going to do next time. I'm just going to fold my arms and just lean forward and stuff. Just fold my arms, lean forward, and just sleep like that. Because I'm like, you can't be like sitting up and being asleep and things. Because you just going back and forth and stuff. Then the person sitting next to you, they're going to be going... That's why I don't like... When this person did that not too long ago, all these available seats, and they're gonna sit next to me. Why? I know people are gonna be all like, bro, it's not a big deal, like just let them sit next to you. No, if there's numerous seats that you can sit, that's like going to the bathroom and then there's like all these like freaking, what do they call them? The pee things, the freaking pee things. I can't even think of the name of it. That's how tired I am. Like, I know the name of it, but I just can't think of it right now. Like, it's not a porta potty because those are the outside bathrooms and stuff. freaking, what was the name of it? It's like sitting there in my head. I don't want nobody commenting talking about it's this. This is the name of it. I'll eventually, after this episode, I will figure it out and stuff. But the pee things in the men's bathrooms where they don't have to go to a toilet. But that's like standing next to them when when they're going pee and things. Like, no, I don't want nobody standing next to me when I'm going pee. That's just that's too close. That's just way too close to comfort and things. So that's what I'm like, people be needing to back up on buses. They seriously do. Like me, look, when I sleep, that's why I like getting the window seat, because I just lean against the window. I make sure my body is not touching the person that's sitting next to me. I always make sure of that. But I feel like when they sit next to you, they feel like they gotta be all close. Like, there's this old dude, he always feel he gotta lean on you when he be falling asleep. I'm like, one of these days, I'm about to just lean forward and just let him just slam on the seat. Just let him just slam on the seat. It's gonna be that one day where he does that. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just lean forward and just let him slam on this seat. One guy, I was like, be having to like elbow check people, arm check. Like, I'd constantly be having to, it's definitely this old man and there's this other guy. I be having to elbow check people. It's be annoying sometimes. It's like, man, stop bumping into me. Like, freaking lean the other way. I don't care if you fall out in the aisle, but stop falling on me. That stuff's annoying. Like, man, people, that's what I'm like, buses, it's one of those things where it's like, it gets the job done, but you definitely going to be dealing with some stuff when you're on the bus. Like, I have to say, I probably had one funny memory on the bus, and it was when this woman, she was going off. Me and there's this other girl. I wish I had known who that girl was. I wish I had like talked to her like after we got off the bus or something. I don't know. Could have been my future wife or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, not the crazy girl. There's another girl that was on the bus and stuff. But no, the crazy girl. So she was looking for her Orca card. And she was looking, scrolling through her, or just like trying to dig through her purse and stuff. Guy walks up, being nice, right? Being nice. And he was just like, oh, I'll pay for her. She went off. I mean, dang. Like, I've never seen that type of behavior before where a person will go off because somebody's offering to, pay for your bus fare. So she's like, I don't need you to pay for my bus fare. You can, just start yelling, screaming. She's at the front of the bus yelling, screaming. We all looking at her. So eventually I start laughing. And then this girl, I look over, she started laughing. We both looking at each other. We are both laughing. Crazy girl walks past us both. She didn't see the other girl, but I know she had to see me because I had a big old smile on my face. Big old smile on my face. And she's still just steadily yelling and things. She gets and it's one of those longer buses. So it wasn't the short bus. It was y'all know what I mean. Like, if you live in the Seattle area, we don't be riding short buses out here. But the shorter buses and stuff, and then there's that long one where it got them twisty seats in the middle. We were on that bus. And yeah, from the start of the bus all the way to the end of the bus, that woman was yelling about nothing. Had me laughing, had that girl laughing, and it got to the point where the bus driver was just all like, ma'am, if you don't be quiet, I'm gonna have to ask you to get off of the bus. And he wasn't even at no bus stop. That bus driver, he's just like, I will get you on I-5 and I will kick you off. So test me if you want to. And that's why I was like, I felt like that's when that lady had to be quiet, because she was just like, wait a minute, we ain't even near no stops. I ain't trying to walk all the way back to the last stop and things. And if she does, because it was one of those buses where it'd be crowded and things, and it was the last stop, yeah, she had been on one of them standing buses. Luckily, she got a seat, but it's like, dang, lady. That's something like, you people, that's one thing, okay, I'm going to say before I end this episode. Have your stuff ready everywhere. When you on the bus, when you at stores, when you're everywhere. That's one, thing where I'm like, man, can people, I'll never forget, there was this one day where I was at work. It didn't really do anything for me, but it's just more so for other people, because then they're gonna get mad. They're because I feel like when people be trying to find their credit cards, I don't mind if I'm behind them. I could care less. I'm honestly, I really can care less, but just, I guess, for other people's sake, have your stuff ready and stuff, because there's this one day at work. And that was the one day where I can feel them being angry. I can feel them being annoyed. So this woman comes through, and she has two big bags, like two like full on, like these could have been like they were purses, but borderline backpacks. So anyways, she comes up with two bags. There was nobody in line. She was the only person in line, but she was freaking searching through both of those bags looking for her credit card. And it honestly had got to the point where I was like, because the line had built up, people was looking like super angrily at her and stuff. It almost got to the point where I was just all like, "Ma'am, you know what? It's cool. It'll be on me. When you can find it, let me know. But until then, like, just please, because these guys is looking angry like they about to attack you and stuff." So I know that's gonna probably happen one day. There has been times when customers have confronted other customers while I was in line, like, or while like I was like ringing them up at my job. And there's like, I remember the one lady, she got cut, and then she was like letting the guy know like, oh, I was in line first. And he didn't respond or say anything, but I was just like, man, one of these days, these customers, they're going to get into it. And I'm telling you right now, like, if I'm there to see it, I'm like, I know people are probably, if they look at me to try to break it up, I'm like, nah, that's between them. Whatever they got going on in their systems, that's between them. But yeah, she had them two purses, and she's sitting there searching through them both, trying to look for that card. The line done built up and things. I'm the only one, because there's two registers there, and I'm the only one at the register. I think the other cashier had to be on lunch or in the back doing something. I can't remember what, but yeah, there's this one lady. Her like eyes was like all big, and she's like staring at the woman and things. And it's funny. It's like they do that, but they'll never say anything. They'll never cross that boundary. They'll just stare really hard and stuff. So. But yeah, I'm like, that's just have your stuff ready before you get to the line, like, just because then you either gonna get an angry look or you're gonna be like that crazy lady on the bus, and I know you don't want neither of those. Okay, so just have your stuff ready. That's all I ask for. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you are new to my podcast, if you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more episodes. And if you are new to my podcast on like a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.